Hey guys, this is Darko. In this video I'll show you Vidaa U4 Smart TV platform on Hisense U7QF TV. Next to me is 55-inch version. And in this video I'll focus on the platform, on the interface, settings, menus. I'll show you connectivity to different devices, and along the way I'll show you some tricks. So if you're interested, let's start this tour. Once you finish installing your TV and you press home button on the remote, this little house button here, you will see this menu. This is the home menu with some fixed elements and also some icons that you can customize as you wish. On top you see these circles representing search, inputs, settings, notifications, your profile information and voice search. And there on the far right you see current time and whether or not you're connected to the internet. If using wire, then you will see this icon. Then here below we have different apps. The first one by default is Netflix, and this position you cannot change. Netflix will always come here, except if you use shortcuts, which I'll show you shortly. So here you see those tiles. And then for certain tiles you will see additional information, content from that app. For example, BBC iPlayer offers the following content. And if I go back to Netflix, I will see my account and also recommendations. And then you can of course open the app and then browse like on any other smart TV. As you can see, for certain apps you don't see this additional row. Instead, you will see this commercial from Vidaa platform, and I suppose this will vary depending on the region. Currently, I have this TV set for UK because of some features I'll show you later. But of course, for some other regions, you might get different content. Below, there is another row of apps, but as I'm browsing through them, you don't see this additional information on top. And then if you press My Apps, you will see all the apps which are installed on the TV, and first two rows show apps which are on the home menu, and then below you see additional apps that are currently installed. And let's say I want to put Facebook Watch in the home menu. What I do, I press Home Menu on the remote. So here on the remote, this button you will use very often with this TV. You press it and then you're in this mode in which you can adjust the position. So if I select sort, so I need to press OK, and then I can move this app wherever I want. Is it on first row or second row? Let me put it on the first row. And then when I'm finished, I press OK and that's it. Now I'll press back and go to home menu. And now let's see if I go to Facebook Watch. Will I see some additional content? No, there is no additional content. But if I want, I can open the app without any issue. So this is my current alignment of tiles on the home menu. But if I go down, if I press down, I will get recommendations from certain apps like Freeview Play, like Prime Video, Amazon Originals, then some free shows from Facebook Watch, and so on. This depends on which apps you have installed on the TV and also which region you selected in the settings for the TV. You cannot disable this section. It will be always present, but during this 1 month that I've been testing this TV, I was mainly using these two rows and using the apps that I'm using the most often. Another thing regarding these recommendations, for example, let's say you see something that you would like to watch on, let's see, this Amazon Prime Video. Oh, this content looks interesting. I'll press OK, and then you would expect that it will load exactly in that content, that it will start either showing this menu page or something else. But when you enter the app, all you will see is home menu. Yeah, so not ideal. And then let's see if we rearrange it, if we put it, or let's use Netflix, for example. On Netflix, let's see prom. So if something else will occur, yeah, here it's working as it should. So here you get it. So it also depends on the app. But for those recommendations here, not really ideally implemented. So there are some areas which should be implemented in a better way. I hope Hisense will address this with some future update, because it reduces the overall feel of quality of the platform, and I believe manufacturers should work on this to improve. If I want to install additional apps, I need to open App Store. And here you will see different apps available from different categories: featured, movies and TV series, internet TV, games, sports. And if I scroll all the way down, you can open all apps. And here currently I have 95 apps available. So here you can open the app, see the information, and install it very easily. Of course, if you need more apps, I see Disney Plus not existing and some regional apps not existing also, then there is one solution in getting Android TV stick, such as this Xiaomi My TV stick, which you can plug in HDMI input, and then you will get Android TV platform. I know many people prefer Kodi and VLC media player for watching content. You can then get such apps with this little stick. Apart from accessing the apps such as YouTube and Netflix from this home menu, you can also access them through these buttons. And depending on the region, you might have different layout. I have Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, and Rakuten TV. So if I press YouTube, I'm in YouTube. If I press Netflix, I'm in Netflix. If I press Prime Video, I will open Prime Video app. And then if I press Rakuten TV, I will open Rakuten TV. And what I also like is that you can access those apps straight away, even if TV is in standby. So I turned it off right now, and let's open YouTube app. So YouTube button, and here I am. Right, so this is what is well implemented for sure. And what I would like to have in addition to this is one custom button, at least one custom button, so that I could add maybe some other app which I frequently use and which is not available here. But you can always access to apps you want through this home button, which is not on the ideal place. You know, this quick menu is much easier to access, but home button here between volume and program switch, it's not the best. Even after a few weeks, I was still having issue finding the button, but I suppose with more time you get used to its position and it's not that bad. Another interesting app is VidaArt. This will show you art pieces from DeviantArt community. So here you see today's spotlight, also different categories, also your favorite images. And then if you open an image, you can see it full screen. If you press OK, you will see artist name, country, also QR code, so you can visit it and maybe buy these art pieces from them or whatever they're selling. And then what is also great is that you can set up these images as a screensaver. So you need to go up here and then set when screensaver should start, picture switching time, up to 30 seconds from 5 to 30, backlight, so LED's intensity, how bright or dim the picture is, and also what to be shown, is it default or favorite. So very nice, much better than, for example, Gallery app on WebOS TVs. Next, what I want to show you is connectivity to different devices. So let's start with devices connected via HDMI, such as Blu-ray player and AV receiver. So I'll grab remote for Panasonic UB820, and I'll also launch Denon AVR receiver. Okay, it was turned on, all right. So when you turn on the device, you will see this notification. Then if you press menu button, you can jump straight to that input. So this menu button is really handy. As I said, you will use it very often. So right now we're in this Panasonic Blu-ray player input, HDMI 1. And if I press input button on the remote, I will see a list of all inputs. Now, if you're frequently using certain input, you can also put it on the home menu. You do so again by pressing home button, by pressing menu button, this one, next to navigation, and you select add to home. And shortcuts tile will appear here before Netflix, and you will see tile you added, which is this Panasonic HDMI input. Now let me go back to input. This time I'll press home button and I will go to inputs, so I'll come to the same menu. For example, I'm frequently using my network attached storage, this Castor Troy server. I would also like to have it as a shortcut. Let's see, I'm pressing menu button, I have add to home. Whoa! This input can't be added to home. Then why is this option available? I don't know. Same applies also to USB devices that you can connect to the TV. You will have the option, but you cannot really put it on the home menu. So, another thing that you can do, you can change the name of certain input. For example, HDMI 1 is Denon AV receiver. I'll press home button, menu button, sorry. And here you can type the name of the input. Now you can look for the input, look for correct letter, but you can also connect USB keyboard. For example, again, I'm using this wired one. And let's call this input AVR. Yeah, like this, AVR. And I'll press OK. So I see AVR and then AVR. Okay, maybe I should use some other name, but you get the idea. Here you can change it to Marantz, for example. Press OK, and it's right here. And also, if I'm frequently using this input, I'll press menu button, I'll add it to home. What you can also do here is put certain websites to the shortcut location. And for that, I need to open browser. There's a built-in browser that looks like this. So homepage, tabs, some bookmarks that you can also add here. And now let's open Wikipedia. And of course, you can navigate using this remote, but you can connect USB mouse. So it's like this, and you can scroll, and it's actually quite a good experience. If you go up, if you need to zoom in, you can zoom in 2 times or 3 times. Now, for example, I want to have Wikipedia main page as shortcut. So I need to go here, add to launcher. I click here. I can change the name, but let's keep it like this and click add. Add successful. So I'll press home button on the remote. Let's go to shortcuts and it's right here. And you see, as you're adding new inputs, then old ones are going on second and third and so on place. You cannot rearrange it, but you need to carefully add shortcuts if you want to have them listed in a way you want. To remove certain shortcut, you just press menu button, and that's it. So it's very easy. Now let's talk about wireless connectivity, specifically to Bluetooth devices. So here I have one Bluetooth speaker, which I will turn on now. And if you want to pair such device, you will need to go to Settings, scroll to System, then scroll down to Bluetooth, and you need to open Equipment Management. Now let's see. Yeah, this is BW-AS2. Let's see if it will pair. All right, it is connected. So now I should be able to adjust volume and so on. Let me see if I have some content that I can share with you. For example, let me open something on YouTube. Something from this library. Let's see how it will work. Right, let's wait for the ads. And then using remote, I can control the volume. And also here, of course, on the device. This is working well for standard definition content and so on, for not demanding. But for example, I noticed issues with playing Dolby Vision content and then sending sound to Bluetooth devices. There was a lot of stuttering and it was not working well. Apart from using the remote or connecting USB keyboard or mouse, you can also use Hisense app to control Vida smart TVs. It's called Remote Now. Here you can do basic things like navigate the menus, opening apps by pressing OK. What you can also do is you can go to browser, and if you need pointer, you press this and then you go right here. You can open web pages, then you can scroll with 2 fingers. And then let's go to the top. If you want to add text, you can add text like this. So let me see. Yeah, it's working. Hisense done, and it will search according to what you wrote. You can also share photos and videos, and you can do so if you press this TV content. So you can open apps which are installed like Netflix and so on. It's very handy. But if you want to share some photo or something else, you just open it and it will be displayed right here. In case of videos, let me find something video. So cast to TV, and it will work. Overall platform, this app is okay. Some buttons are really small. For example, for volume, it's really narrow line here. Not easy to even control anything. And yeah, let's open Netflix. So it's working quite well, actually. Yeah. So related to HDMI ARC connectivity, to enable it you need to go to Settings, Sound, Speakers and select Audio Input ARC. So you see also different options available here. Now what I recommend, especially for HDR content, is that you select Auto, because pass-through will cause some lip syncing issue, and if you experience it, definitely select some other option, but in general I haven't seen issues like that with auto setting. And related to Dolby Atmos, so here you can enable it or disable it. It was working in Netflix for internal speakers, but when using ARC connectivity I was only able to get Dolby Digital Plus 7.1 on Netflix and also Prime Video app, and also these lossless formats were not working on the network server or when I connected USB device. Also, there are people who like to listen to music without the screen being turned on. That's very easy to do on this Hisense TV. You just press menu button and click audio only, and music will keep playing and screen will be turned off, so saving energy and also not distracting you. And then let's see, if I press OK, I'm back and this is it. Now this TV also supports HDMI CEC control, which means it can turn on the device which is connected via HDMI if that device supports that technology as well. Some people don't like it, but on the other side they want to have HDMI ARC connectivity enabled. To do so, you need to go to System, go to HDMI and CEC, and here you can enable CEC control, but this powering on and off you can enable or disable here. So you can really adjust this to your preferences. But I know some people are annoyed by this option because you turn on the TV to watch some content from built-in app and then Blu-ray player also turns on. And here you have CEC device list, so everything which is connected, and then if I press input I can quickly go to the input that I want. Related to voice assistants, there is a microphone button on the remote, and if you go up here to this microphone you will see explanation, so you can use Amazon Alexa, which is built in, and also this works with Google Assistant, so you can control this TV also via Google Smart Home devices. So let's demonstrate it. Turn on OLED light. Set OLED light to red. Turn off OLED light. And then also you should be able to turn off or on the TV if you have Amazon Alexa device somewhere in your home, open different apps and so on. What is very important is that you need to select correct country in order to get these voice commands and voice assistants. You need to go to Settings, System, Language and Location. And here currently I have set UK. At first I selected Croatia, but none of voice assistants were available. So when I would press microphone button, it would just say that it's not available. Also, if you want to switch, for example, to Slovakia, you will see that you will lose the following features. And what is not so great is if you're using live TV to watch content, then you will not be able to see any live TV content, for example. But you will get these voice commands and these additional features. So it's not like on LG TVs where you have a broadcast country and then services country, and then you can separately adjust. Here you have this limitation. Yeah, as you can see, Croatia not available. So it's up to you. If you're not watching live TV, then you can switch to some other region and get this voice assistance. And guys, that's all I wanted to share with you in this video. Smart TV platform that Hisense is using offers a lot. It's up to date, it's fast. There are some delays, some options not working correctly, as you could see. But overall, I was happy with the selection of apps and these additional apps, such as this VidaArt, which allow you to expand features of this TV. Also regarding these built-in apps, there was no issue with playback, and also this ARC connectivity was working. Bluetooth not so great with HDR content, so something to take into consideration. But overall, it's fast, it's stable, it's got different apps, and of course you can always expand the selection of apps by adding these Android TV sticks, which are available. They're not that expensive, and then you can have good base operating system and then additional apps when you need them. Guys, that's all for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have some other trick which I didn't show in this video, and I'll see you soon in my next video, which will be full review of this U7QF Hisense TV. Till next video, goodbye.